my yoga mat here. You don't need a mat. You can use your carpeted area. I have a set of dumbbells. I'm going to be using mostly the 10-pound dumbbells. I also have a small step stool. If you don't have a step stool handy, that's okay. If you have a staircase, you can use the lowest step. You can also use the wall for this exercise or the side of a couch. So those are options for you. And that's really it. Grab your water bottle, stay hydrated because it is hot and I am already breaking a sweat. Awesome. Let's get started. So we are going to start with some squats. So no weights right now. We're going to do 30 seconds of just freestanding squats. You're going to send your hips down towards the ground, going as far down as you're comfortable. You can go all the way to the floor if you'd like. We're loosening up our legs, especially if you spend the morning sitting or just standing or walking and not really bending down and lifting things up. You want to warm up those hips and those knees. So you're going to go down and up. 5 more seconds. And then we're going to add in a lateral lunge. So we're going to take a wide stance and we're just going to add a side to side sway, letting those inner thighs stretch. Take a narrower stance if you want to make this a little easier for yourself, and take a wider stance if you want to really feel that nice stretch of those inner thighs. This is a more dynamic stretch versus kind of stretching and holding, which is really good for warming up before you do more kind of strength exercises. So 30 seconds of that. We're going to go back to doing squats. Now we're going to go all the way down to the floor if you're comfortable. If not, you can go down to your knees or shins or however low you're able to. And then you're going to come up and you're going to do an overhead reach. Okay. So you're going to squat down to the floor, come up, and overhead reach. We're going to do this 10 times, down and up. Or if this is as far as you're comfortable going, you don't have to go all the way down. An option, you can add a jump as you come up. So down and jump. I've already lost track of count, but I think that's number 5. And that is 10. The next one we're going to do, we're going to go back to those lateral lunges, but this time you're actually going to do a side hop if you're able to hop. If not, take a big step and come up with a knee drive. Big step and knee drive. If you're ready for adding a little bit more impact, you're going to do a hop and a knee drive. A hop and a knee drive. And with that knee drive, you can add another little hop. Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome. I am sweating buckets in here with the sun blazing in. It feels good to move. Awesome. We're doing our lateral movements with a knee drive. Alrighty. Option for hops. So hop. We're doing this for 45 seconds. This is a really good exercise for runners, especially if you're a trail runner. Stepping over roots, working on your balance and your stability. So hop and knee drive. Low impact version is just a step and a knee drive. Almost done our 45 seconds of this one. Feels good. Awesome. And the next one, we're going to do our thread the needles. Hello, friends. Hey. Okay, you're going to get down onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do an inhale to open onto one side. You can put your hand at your head here or straighten your arm fully up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale as you thread your arm through. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale and exhale. So this works on your mid-back, your thoracic spine, works on improving your mobility. So many of us, especially if you're a new mom, you're carrying your baby, or you're sitting at a desk even all day, there's a very little opportunity to improve the mobility in your thoracic spine. We tend to be kind of hunched in this position all day, carrying, rocking, doing dishes. So this is a really nice one for that. Now we're going to switch sides. Same exercise. Inhale to open. Option to put your hand here by your ears or straight up towards the ceiling if that feels good for you. Exhale and thread that arm through. Inhale and exhale. With all of these exercises, you want to go as far as you can comfortably. So some people might be way down here, shoulders to floor, and other people might be down up here. So that's okay. You do what feels good for your body in this moment. If you're finishing up your workday right now and you've been doing a lot of sitting, you might find your thoracic spine feels a bit stiffer right now. Last one of that one. Awesome. I want you to stand up. We're going to warm up our pelvis a little bit, and then you're going to keep your dumbbells handy. Hey, Rena. And what we're going to do is you're going to squat, and we're going to do some knee drops. So we're going to do 30 seconds of this. We're going to do it twice. All right, so you're going to squat as far as you're comfortable. My feet feel comfortable right now pointing outward. You might feel more comfortable pointing them straight forward. Do what feels comfortable for your legs. Let me demonstrate the exercise though. You're going to hold that squat, and then you're going to drop your knee. Okay, I'm going to do 30 seconds of this. Notice that my upper body isn't wiggling all over the place. I'm staying down here, and I'm working on just my hip, rotating in and out. This is a really great just control exercise, and you might recognize it as a dance move. Very functional, right? Whew. 30 seconds of this, and you're gonna take a break. Whew. I'm feeling my inner thighs, my hips. Take a break, shake out those legs. And we're going to do another set of 30 seconds of the same exercise. Rest time is very important, because if you're just going, not allowing your muscles to rest and recover, your next set will seem impossible. So give yourself that rest time, and then let's go into our second round. Same thing, 30-second hold and knee drop. You might also notice that one knee can go way further than the other knee. And so that gives you a bit of information. That doesn't necessarily mean something's wrong, but it just might make you think, like, why is this? And see, I feel like I want to sway a little bit just because I'm picturing some good jams right now. Whew. And last one there. Shake out those legs. So good, right? The next one you're going to do, grab your dumbbells now. We're going to do Bulgarian split squats, which are essentially, you're going to put your back foot on that step that I was talking about. If you don't have a step, you could also do it with your back foot resting on a couch or on a wall. Most people have a step handy. Yoga block also works. And you're going to grab one dumbbell. I'm going to grab one 10-pound dumbbell. If you have a kettlebell, you can use that as well. You're just going to hold it up here at your chest like this. Back foot is up on here, and we're going to do 8 reps. We're going to do 2 sets of this exercise. So I'm going to take a big step forward, one my back foot, my toes are on the stool, and I'm going to squat going down and up. So I'm not traveling forward and backward as much as I am going down and up. My back stays tall, and most of that movement is coming from my hips and legs, okay? Let's do 8 reps right now. You may find it beneficial to go as you come up, or you may find another strategy works well for you. Do what feels good for you. And go as far down as you'd like. So even doing it just this much is still effective. But if you go further, using a greater range of motion, it just makes the exercise a bit more challenging. Awesome, you're gonna switch sides and we're gonna do the same exercise. 8 reps. We're keeping the reps low so that you can really push your strength versus if we were to do a ton of reps, you may burn out after 1 set, okay? So use a weight that's appropriate for you. Again, dumbbell at your chest, down and up. This is a really cool exercise too, because you'll see if there's one side of your body or one side that feels a lot easier than the other side. And it just allows you to kind of notice and think, I wonder why that's the case. And maybe I can spend a bit more attention strengthening this one side out that feels harder. And that's 8. So that's 1 set. I'm going to take a bit of a water break before our next set. Let's see if there's any questions in there. Whew. I have the AC off in my condo because it's really noisy. And so I am really sweating. You can probably see that. Okay, back to the other leg, first leg. And we're going to do 8 reps again. Six, you got this. 7 and 8. You can also do this with no weight because the exercise itself is quite challenging. So you might say, you know what? First set was really challenging. I'm doing the second set without any weight at all. You might be able to go a little bit further. Two more, 8 reps total. Whew, awesome. Put that stool aside. And the next one we're gonna go into some upper body. We're doing some overhead press. So grab both your 10-pound dumbbells if that's what you're using. And let me demonstrate overhead press, okay? So your elbows are bent. You're gonna press your arms up overhead and lower back down. We're gonna do, you guessed it, 8 reps of this one, 2 sets. Ready? Let me let you get set up. And let's go. You're gonna press your arms up overhead. Watch from the side. You don't want to let your abs kind of thrust forward. So you want to let your upper body stay over your lower body and not kind of wiggle around. Letting your abs poke out. Woo, this is a good one. And that's 8 right there. Lower the weights down, shake out your body. Woo. Let's see if there's any questions. Hello, friends. We're doing one more set of this one with those kind of moderate weight dumbbells. If you don't have this weight, you can still use things like water bottles or soup cans. Remember that if it's a lot lower, you're going to be able to do way more reps before you fatigue, okay? Next round of 8, let's go. Whew, I'm feeling it. Last one. Nice. Next one we're gonna do bent over rows. This one is gonna work your rhomboids and your middle trapezius muscle in between your shoulder blades. So you're gonna bend over, hinging at your hips. So you're just gonna send that butt back, bend your knees slightly, arms forward, and you're gonna row upward. We're gonna do 8 reps, 2 sets again, okay? Let's do this. That's 8. You can set your weights down and stretch forward. Get those arms nice and long, ready for your next round of 8. Let's see if there's any questions at all. Hello, friends. Welcome. Your late afternoon or your mid-afternoon workout. I will save this to my page as well. So if you're catching it, you missed that first half, it will be saved. Next round, chin. Remember, chin tucked in, head in line with the rest of your body, so you're not letting your head poke out here. This is not only an exercise for your shoulder blades, but it also ends up being a core workout and a neck workout, keeping your head in line with your body, not letting your head fall or poke out, chin poke out. Nice, 8 reps. Now, next one, we're actually going to do a bit of floor work. So you're going to go down into your downward dog, and we're going to take that into hovers. We're going to do 45 seconds, and then followed by a 15-minute rest. And then we're going to go right into the next exercise. Grabbing some water. Ooh, awesome. Okay, so we're going to go into the downward dog. For those who are not familiar with that term, you're going to start on your hands and knees, curl your toes underneath, and you're going to go up into the downward dog. Inhale from here and exhale, press up. So from this position, you're going to go down into that same position, but instead of you letting your knees come down, you're just going to stay up here and hover. Okay, so 45 seconds, down dog to hover, down dog to hover, down dog to hover. This is a core exercise, but it's more than core. You're also working out your shoulder blades, your shoulders, your neck. Fifteen more seconds. Let's go. 5, 4. There we go, last one. Awesome. Next one we're going to go into the forearm plank, and you're going to do body saws. 45 seconds of that, right into your forearm plank. So knees up. If that position is too challenging, you can stay on your knees, and you can do the same exercise from your knees, okay? So forearm and knees or forearm and toes. If you do it from your toes, it's a lot easier to do the body saw, but again, that's more of a challenging move. Okay, ready? 45 seconds. So I'm basically going up and down on my tiptoes, rocking back, holding my body as still as possible. And if 45 seconds is too much, let's say you're needing to take a break, totally fine. Set those knees down, and you can continue when you're ready. Same thing, try to keep your head in line with the rest of your body versus letting your chin poke out. This one is a really, really challenging one. Looks a lot easier than it actually is. 5 more seconds to go. Woo, yes, we got it. That's the body saws. And the next one we're going to do, we're staying on the floor for this. We're doing the side plank with a side crunch. So what you're going to do, essentially, you're going to go onto your forearm and your knees, and you're going to raise your top arm and leg, and you're going to do a elbow to knee, kind of a side crunch. Okay, for those of you who find that really challenging, just hold the side plank in this position. You don't have to add that top move in. It's challenging enough on its own for many people, okay? So for those of you who are ready to do the side crunch, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, side plank and side crunch, getting your elbow, top elbow to your knee. You're going to feel your hip working, you're going to feel your abs. $15 more seconds. If you need to take a break, like any of the other exercises, feel free to. Woo. And then we're gonna take a 15-second rest and go and do the other side. You are doing amazing. This is a nice, challenging workout for you. Really getting your full body working today. Next, into your side plank. I'm gonna try not to get my plant over here. Ready? Up into your side plank. Again, option to just do the side plank, hold for 45 seconds. Or if you're ready, add in that side crunch. And then following this, we're definitely taking a water break. I can feel that sweat pouring off my brow. Woo! Thank you everyone who's joining me live today. And for those of you who are catching up on this later on today. Or anytime this week, it's gonna be saved to my page. You can do it as many times as you want. Whew, that's 30 seconds. 30 seconds for that one. I don't know if I said that. Not 45 seconds for the last one. Side plank holds, 30 on each side. Awesome. Get that water break. Let me see if there are any questions here. Whew. Hi, friends. I missed a few messages here. The next one we're gonna do, you're gonna grab one dumbbell. Actually, you're gonna grab one dumbbell and you're gonna do a standing deadlift, but you're gonna do it to a diagonal, okay? So you're gonna grab your 10-pound dumbbell again, weight is optional, and you're gonna do a kickstand deadlift, which basically means instead of standing on both legs, you're gonna kickstand your one leg back. From the side, this is what it looks like. And in your deadlift, you're gonna send your hips back, keep your knees slightly bent, and go down and come back up. But we're doing a slight variation today. Instead of going straight down, you're gonna go on a diagonal. So the move still is gonna be the same, but your hips and your upper body, you're just gonna rotate around a diagonal. From the side, this is what it looks like. Okay? So same as a deadlift, you're not bending from your back, you're still sending those hips back, allowing your knees to bend, you're keeping your upper body as kind of straight, hinging over your hips. Okay, we're gonna do it on a diagonal to really get the glute max, the big butt muscle, working at its entire range of motion. And you guessed it, we're doing 8 reps on one side, and we're gonna go and do 8 reps on the other leg. Okay, I'm gonna do it from this view so you can kind of see the diagonal. All right, ready? And that's 8. Same thing, switch sides. Extend, maybe I'll do the side profile for this one, just in case, so you can kind of see from both sides. Ready? So again, I'm rotating just a little bit. I'm not twisting my spine. I'm just hinging, sending my hips to one side and back up. Really feeling this in my butt and in my hamstrings, which are in the back of my thighs. Inhale down. So if you happen to do this and you're pregnant, bending over may be a challenge. So this may be an exercise that you do with dumbbells or without dumbbells, but stick to more of a straight plane of motion versus adding in that twist. So I'll show you after this. Last rep, that's 8. So if you're pregnant, that twist may not feel comfortable. So you're just gonna go straight forward and back down, standing on both legs, or even if you're able to balance, doing a kickstand, but really going down and up. Hi, friends. Okay, so put that weight back down and actually keep that weight handy. We're gonna do one last strength exercise before we lead into the cool down. And for this one, you're gonna lie down on your back. And you're gonna do this movement with your arm, okay? You're gonna bring that weight overhead behind you. And this is kind of a tricky exercise because it looks, again, easier than it is. And you're gonna go bring it back down and come back up. The key is to not let your abs poke or stick out, especially if you have a diastasis recti or hernia and it doesn't feel comfortable for you. Just watch and make sure that you're staying in a neutral position, not allowing your abs to poke right out, keeping your abs not sucked in again, but just drawn in gently. For those of you who try this and they're like, I don't feel any problem in my abs, ignore what I just said. This is for those who do feel like it feels uncomfortable in your abs. Try drawing in gently and making sure you're breathing. Inhale here and exhale. And back up. So you're gonna feel your arms, your shoulders, and your core working with this one. And you know it, I have an advanced version for those who are ready. One leg or both legs up. Really, really nice. Gentle core burn. I'm aiming for, again, 8 reps of this one. One of the hardest things about working out is keeping track of your reps. Sometimes instead of focusing on reps, I'll just go by how you feel, kind of doing it till you fatigue. But that gets tricky in this kind of exercise class situation where I'm not actually seeing you work out because I don't know how many sets or reps you've done and what your technique looks like. So if you need to scale this for yourself, if you're like, wow, 8 reps is way too easy, you might need to increase your reps or increase your weight so that 8 reps actually feels like a good challenge. And vice versa, if 8 reps seems like way too much, see if you can either lower your weight or just build up to the 8 reps. Awesome, let's get into a cool down. First, we're gonna do a downward dog. So same as before, instead of rocking into and out of a hover, you're just going to do that downward dog. Let your head shake. Shake your head no. Say no to all the stressors, all of the anxieties. Shake out all the negativity. Nod your head yes. Welcome in energy. Welcome in joy. Welcome in confidence. You can walk your knees, trying to get your heels closer to the mat. You don't have to pace your heels down if that's not comfortable. You can always keep your toes or your heels up. Walk your knees. You can keep a slight knee bend too if that feels comfortable for you. You're gonna go down and you're gonna go down into the child's pose next. So sit back on your heels, knees out. You're gonna reach your arms forward, forehead to the floor. Inhale and let your abs go. Let your pelvic floor open up. Many of us inadvertently hold a lot of tension in our abs. We're constantly sucking in, or we're sucking in or clenching our butt, clenching our pelvic floor around the anus. So just let that tension right go. Inhale and exhale. You're going to come up and we're going to do a butterfly stretch. You're going to put your feet together and you're going to have your knees apart. Option though, you can always sit on your stool, yoga block, or you can even sit on a throw pillow or cushion if that position just doesn't feel comfortable for you. So you want to keep your chest high, feet together, knees out, and you're going to feel that stretch in the inner thighs. I don't need this stool. For me, that's doesn't become a good stretch. So this feels comfortable for me. And you're going to inhale. And if you're at home right now, I want you to repeat out loud, I am strong. I am powerful. I am healing. My body is amazing. I feel energized. I am proud of myself. And I'm proud of my body. And that finishes up today's 30-minute workout. And